Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new episode. In this video, I am going to be playing a game called Alien Fate of the Nostromo, right here. Now I will tell you right off the bat, I am a huge Alien fan, the original Alien. I like Aliens. I actually like all of the sequels pretty much, even Prometheus and all the newer films. I know they don't get all the credit they deserve, but I like the world that this story sits in. So this is a 5-player game, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5-player game, up to 5 players. I am going to be playing it with 3: Ripley, Parker, and Lambert. I am picking up after Kane, Dallas, and Brett have been killed off. And I'm not playing with Ash. Ash is a non-player character in the game that adds complexity to the game, and I will probably add him in later. But this is my first game. I've never played this before, so you're actually going to be walking through this with me. I've read the instructions a number of times. I believe that I can run it properly, but I have the rule book right here just in case. And it's not an extremely long rule book, like maybe 6 pages. So I have the character sheets out that I'm representing. This is the morale tracker. When the morale reaches 0, the game is over, you lose. Basically, the objective is I have actually 4 objective cards up near the top up there. I have to attempt to solve those before I move on to the final mission. The final mission consists of 5 cards. I'm just going to sit here and shuffle these up. I don't know. I haven't even looked at them, to be honest. I don't know what they are. So you take one, you don't flip it over. I'm going to take this one, I'm going to put it up here. You don't flip it over until you have achieved the 4 main objectives. 4 objective cards up there, and my final mission. Each character gets a certain number of actions. All of mine have 4. I don't know if they all have that, but I guess I'm lucky that I can remember that. They each have 4 actions. On an action, you can do things. You can move, pick up and drop items, use items, trade with another player. There are things you can discover in the ship, like scrap icons or scrap tokens that look like this. And then there are things like concealed tokens that look like this. Some of them are already placed in the rooms. I shuffle them up and place them. I don't know what they are. Sometimes they're nothing. Sometimes they're the alien. Sometimes they're other things. There are encounter cards that when those are picked, sometimes they will instruct me to put these concealed tokens in certain rooms. When a character enters a room that there's a concealed token, you have to reveal it. And sometimes it's the alien, sometimes it's other things. You can craft items using scrap parts that you pick up, the tokens. Each character has a certain number of space on their card. Ripley can hold 3 items plus a coolant only. And the coolant tokens, which are right, so where are they? They look like this. They're scattered around the ship, and they are sort of part of the rules for you have to move them around or get them to certain locations. There's also an auto-destruct card with these 4 countdowns. This only is used if I think the final mission, I think that one of the final missions or one of the objective cards will tell you that you have to start the self-destruct. So that may or may not come into the actual game. Now, the way this works is on your turn, a player they get their actions, and then they do an encounter. So you do a crew action phase and then an encounter phase. And the encounter phase happens at the same time as the character. So it's action, encounter, action, encounter, action, encounter, like that. So you don't move all of your characters and then do the encounter. An encounter is done on each character's turn. So again, you have to look at the objectives. And let me go pull those cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so the first one, and I think you can do these in any order, I believe. First one is bring an incinerator to the nest. The nest is where the alien token is. Second one is crew meeting. All crew members in the galley with at least 1 scrap token in each inventory. Okay, they start in the galley, so that's convenient. Check the hypersleep. Bring a motion tracker to the hypersleep chamber. And then the last one, what's the damage? Get all crew members to the workshop. And the workshop's down here. All right, so the way the map is laid out, there are 2 decks. There's the upper deck and the lower deck. And the way you move to the lower deck, if I remember right, is through stairs, which is here. And they come out right here, and there's another staircase here that comes out down here. So you can move between decks. A move action can move you 1 space, and a ladder counts as moving 1 space into the next room. So let's go ahead and get started and see how this works. I may pause the game here and there when I need to consult the rules so I don't have you sitting there listening to me read through the rule book. So I'm going to start with Ripley. Ripley has 4 actions. So I'm going to attempt, because they're in the galley, I'm going to make this easy. I'm going to try and do the one where I got to get, here it is, all crew members in the galley with at least 1 scrap token. So Ripley's first turn, she's going to move. She can move 4. Let's see. There are no scrap. The closest scrap tokens are here in the med bay and up here in Mother. Mother is 1, 2, 3, 4. So all I can do is get Ripley to Mother. That is the end of her action phase. And then I draw an encounter. And I shuffled these, but let me just do it again just so you see that I'm playing this game legit. You know, what's funny about this game is I've been so excited to play it. I did not look at these encounter cards. I didn't look at the objective cards or the final mission cards. I just broke it out, read the rule book, and then set it up. And then I was like, you know, I should record this. So this is actually the first time I'm playing it. If you play this game and find out I played a rule wrong, you can let me know in the comments, but I probably will have already figured it out. All right, let's take an encounter card. Alien. Stalk. Use caution while navigating an M-class starfreighter. Dark passages can hide obstacles. So basically what the card does, it tells you how many steps the alien will move, and if there's an encounter with a crew member, how many morale will get lost. So this is a big one, 3. You do not want to run into the alien after having drawn that card. So the alien's going to move 3. 1, 2... And for the movement of the alien, the rules are kind of interesting. You move it indicated the alien moves towards the nearest crew member along the shortest path. Alien can use ladders. Now, in this case, the distance to them is going to be kind of hard to calculate. I guess it would be here. Let's see. The ladder would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over here it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So either way, it gets them to the same way. So I'm going to move them through here. It goes 3. 1, 2, 3. And the reason I chose this one is the ladder, if he moves here, 3, he only gets here. But the alien will get here and block a ladder. So I'm trying to make it tricky for myself, a little hard for myself. Now I go to Parker. Parker also has 4 actions. Now one thing I should tell you is each character has a special ability. Ripley's is I can spend an action and move another crew member 1 space. Very useful for getting them away from the alien. Parker, spend an action. Add 1 scrap to your inventory from the scrap pile. Use only once per turn. Well, shoot. I might as well do that. He only needs to bring a scrap to the... but the alien may be moving closer. So you want to try and keep the... Now, just because the alien token's here does not mean they won't encounter it. If you encounter some of these hidden things, it can mean all of a sudden the alien snuck through somewhere and gets to you. So, but overall, it's good to try and avoid this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 1 action to take a scrap icon, a token, and put it on Parker's tray. You can carry as many scrap as you like. They don't take up space. So I spend an action, add 1 scrap to your inventory. I can only use it once per turn. So his turn's there. Then I'm going to use his 3 actions to move him. I want to move him closer. It's good to start collecting scrap because then you can start building things. So I need more scrap. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to get him down here so he can at least go ahead and get a canister. Because I know at some point you got to start moving canisters around. So that's the end of his movement. Now I draw an encounter card. Another alien stalk. Did I shuffle these well enough? Again, move 3. 3 for an encounter. So, Lambert's going to get it. 1, 2, 3. So there's an encounter with Lambert. I lose 3 morale. 1, 2, 3. That is not good. Now, after the encounter, that's what I forgot to do. Encountering an alien. When the alien encounters a crew member, they lose morale, and the crew member marker moves down. The crew member who encountered the alien must immediately flee by moving 3 spaces away in a direction of their choice. All right, so you're going to move 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to get her in a circle. Now, if the alien can move 3, the next time she can catch up to Lambert, or he, or it, or whatever. I keep saying he, but it's an it. All right, so the alien moved, and the alien stays there. When fleeing, a crew member may be forced to move in a room that contains a concealed token. Fortunately, she did not do that. And if you do encounter a concealed token, you have to immediately stop and do what it tells you to do. All right, so the alien did not do anything. That's the end of that. It is Lambert's turn. Lambert's special ability, I can spend an action, look at the top card of the encounter deck, and then put it in the bottom of the deck. Well, heck yeah, I'm going to do that. All right, lost the signal. Return the alien to the nest. Place a concealed token in each room where no crew member or concealed tokens are present. Ooh. Shuffle all alien counter cards back into the deck. So it loses 2 morale if I trigger this one, but what I like is it sends the alien back to the nest. That's a pretty good one. So I'm going to keep that. So it's her turn. She can do 4 actions. So let's get her, I want to get her down here. So she'll go 1, 2, 3. Is that as far? Oh no, I already used an action, didn't I? Ugh, can't do that. I don't want to have her in view of the alien. Although I know what's going to happen. So 1, 2, 3, she stays there. Draw the card. This sends the alien back to the nest. But the downside is I have to put a concealed token in each room where no crew member or tokens are present. All right, so let's do that. And this happens eventually. A lot of the cards, as I understand it, I believe, will start distributing these concealed tokens. So I knew this was coming at some point. So it's in all, was it in all rooms? It was in each room. So not hallways, room. The rooms are listed in blue. So they'll go 1 here, here, here. The nest gets 1 because it's blue. There's somebody there, here, here, and 1 up there. So now the concealed tokens have mostly been distributed. And like I said, I haven't looked through the cards, but I'm pretty confident through a read of the rule book, it does sound like at some point early in the game, the rest of your concealed tokens do get distributed. So that's probably what it was thinking. So I did that, and then shuffle all alien encounter cards back into the deck. All right, so we'll shuffle this again, and hopefully I will not get any more of those nasty 3-stalk movements. Now, this game is apparently can be hard to beat, mainly because of the morale. I'm already down 3, so I start at 15, slot 15 down to 0. So I've already lost a few. So we shall see. All right, so that is the end of Lambert's turn. She did her encounter card. We are now back to Ripley. Spin an action. I'm not going to use her special action. So she is going to, you can pick up as many scrap tokens as you like for an action. And then I'm also going to pick up a coolant. So that's 1, 2. And now she can move. Let me double check this. Perform one of the following. Now, one of the things that I do know you're supposed to be doing is you're supposed to be always aware of your other objectives, because you can sort of start solving them as you're moving around. You may want to collect things. Like, for instance, I know I need an incinerator, which it takes 2 scrap to build, I believe. I'll have to double check that. I also am going to need a motion tracker. And then I'm also going to need all crew members to gather in the workshop. So at some point I'm going to need them to get down here. So keeping all of my objectives in mind, let me get rid. All right, so I did 2 actions, so she's got 2 more. So I'm going to go 1, 2. She's moved into a concealed, so I reveal this, and it's empty. There's a number on it if you encounter the alien, like a surprise, and then you lose morale. So I didn't lose any morale on that. All right, now I draw an encounter card for her. Quiet. It's in the galley. So the alien's going to move 1. if I encounter it too, but don't have to worry about that. Although the alien's now within 3 of Lambert, or who is that? Ripley. Did I move? Oh, I did. I moved the wrong character. Hold on. That's what I meant to do. Sorry, I had moved the wrong character tokens. This tells you you're going to place 2 scrap in the galley. 2 scrap in the galley, which is right here. So that's good. I can send Lambert back to the galley. And this one right here, if I remember right, is a concealed token. Indicates you need to place a concealed token. However, there is already a concealed token in there, so I don't have to do that. So this one goes away. I put 2 in there. So that is Ripley's turn. Now we're to Parker. All right, Parker, add 1 scrap to your inventory. Now, he started in a room where a token was placed, so I do not, if I remember right, the rules state you do not have to reveal it. Sometimes an encounter card will instruct you to place a concealed token in a room where a crew member is. If this happens, place it without revealing it. Crew member may leave the room without revealing it, but if any crew member enters it, then you reveal it. So yeah, I don't have to, I do not have to open that one. So being that he's so close to the alien, I'm going to spend an action to grab the coolant and let's see, and then head back up. So that was 1 action, and I'll go 2 because I've got to meet in the galley for this one where everybody needs 1 scrap token. So I've still got 2 actions. I should do something. Add 1 scrap to your inventory. Why not? I'm going to spend 2 more to add scrap into here. And on his next turn, I'll be able to build something. Parker has none. So let's do Parker's encounter card. Quiet in the garage. 3 scrap tokens in the garage, which is right. Which one's the garage? This one. The garage has a lot of scrap tokens. And one's concealed, but one's already in there. And the alien moves 1. All right. Now we're to Lambert. Spend an action. Look at the top card. Yes, she's always going to do this. So this would move 3. 1. So he would encounter, well, Lambert can move into the galley. I'm gonna keep that one. All right, so on her turn, she spent an action, so she's got 3 more actions. So 1, 2, she moved in here. Now, before I can pick up anything, you have to reveal this. So there was a surprise attack, or a surprise scare. Jump scare is what they call them. And this goes back in the scrap, and morale moves down 1. And then, let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, and now she will pick up the 2 scrap tokens that she needs. So it was 1 action, 2, 3, and then she picked up. So that's 4. That's her actions. She will reveal the card that I already know what it is. It's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. That's getting very close. And since there's no encounter, I don't have to do the morale check. All right, Ripley. First thing Ripley's going to do, she's got scrap. She's going to move 1, 2 into here. Oh, that's not good. That alien may be coming. But I still get Lambert's turn to see what the card may be. All right, so I've done 1. I moved her in, and I have all crew members in the galley with at least 1 scrap token in their inventory. So I've done this objective. So that is completed. All right. Now, I need to get all crew members to the workshop. I need to bring a motion tractor to the hypersleep chamber, which only 1 person has to do that. And then the other one is I need to bring an incinerator to the nest. So here's where I'm going to split the party. All right, Ripley has done 2 actions. She is going to... I'm going to have her craft something. Perform one of the following. Use your special ability or use an item you have to craft an item. So I'm going to use... I'm going to double check, but I believe to craft the incinerator is scrap cost of 4. Never mind, I won't be doing that. The motion tracker is 3. So I will have Parker do the motion tracker. I'm going to have Ripley, as an action, give her scrap to Lambert. So you can give any number of items you want in the same space. They're in the same space. She's got one more action. 1, 2, 3. And I think I'm going to have her run. I think I'm going to have her run. She's going to run. 4. All right, let's see what the encounter card does. I hope it's not the alien. Quiet in the docking bay. 2 scrap tokens in the docking bay, which is where? Docking bay. Docking bay. Come on. Oh, right there. All right, and then 1 concealed. And apparently, did I not have a concealed in there? I thought I did. Oh, maybe I... Yeah, anyway. One's in there, and I moved the alien 1 space. All right, so this is a problem. I lose 2 morale, 1, 2, and I believe it's when it encounters crew members, they lose morale equal to on the card, and the crew morale marker moves down a smaller space. Crew members must immediately flee 3. All right, so they're going to flee 3. So I'm going to have Parker go 1, 2. Oh, nope, you know what? Remember, he will have to stop and see what this does, but I need to get him up there. And either way, he's going to encounter a concealed. So 1, 2, let's see what this is. I lose a morale. Man, you can see why this game is... and then you always shuffle these whenever you put one back in the pile. All right, so that was 1, 2, he encountered it. 3... And I might as well... Oh, nope, I'm not going to get him in there because there's a concealed. Let's do... he'll construct. So he's going to spend his 3, and he's going to get the... What was it? The incinerator, I said? No, it was the motion tracker. Motion tracker, which is right here. Unlimited number of uses, but it does take up an item slot. Now, the motion tracker says... Reveal a concealed token in a room up to 2 spaces away. If it's the alien, place the figure in the room and you gain an action. Shuffle that token back into the concealed token. Unlimited use. So on his next turn, I'll be using that on that concealed token. All right. So did he reveal? I can't remember. He moved. He has not revealed. All right. So let's do the reveal. And it's quiet in the airlock. 2 scrap tokens in the airlock, which is right here. And there's already a concealed token there. The alien will move. Oh, I didn't flee Lambert. Sorry. She needs to move 3. 1, 2, 3. Might as well. She needs a canister. This is going to be revealed. It's nothing. It's empty. So again, I'll have to shuffle these up. We'll just spread them out here. All right, there we go. All right, and now the card I drew for Parker says the alien will move 1. Well, unfortunately, it will move towards Ripley. I will lose 2 morale. 1, 2. I'm getting very low here. I already placed the scrap, so this one is done. Now we're to Lambert. Lambert's going to pick up a canister. Never, ever ignore a canister if you have a chance to pick it up, because I do know that at some point in the game they become very useful, especially for objectives. All right, she has 4 of the scrap, so she is going to make an incinerator. It has 2 uses. And, man, moving her near the oh yeah, and Ripley's got to flee 3. So she flees 1, reveals, empty. That's good. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because I don't want to reveal another one right here just in case it's not good. All right, so hopefully the alien does not draw another 3. So Lambert, let's see, she picked up the canister. She used the incinerator, so she's got 2 more actions. I'm going to go ahead and have her pick up the tokens because she might need those again. And then I'm going to move for the 4th action. She'll move right here. Now, she's got the incinerator, so if the alien comes after her, I can use it. Let me read you what the incinerator does. If the alien is within 3 spaces, you immediately send it back to its nest. If you do, don't draw an encounter card. Flip after first use, discard upon second use. Okay. All right, so if the alien gets sent back to the nest, I can still fry. All I've got to do is take the incinerator to the nest. On her next turn, she can do it and then run, right? All right, so now I do, and you know what? I didn't look to see what her card was, but live and learn. I would take it back, but I'm gonna see. Oh, stalk. All right, so the alien moves 3, which not good. 1, 2, 3, and I lose 3 morale. 1, 2, 3. Man, not looking good. She flees 3. Now, remember, one of the objectives is all members have to get to the workshop, which is down here. So, yeah. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. All right. That is Ripley's flee. That was Lambert's reveal of the card. So now we're back to Ripley. All right, on Ripley's turn, she is going to... I'm not moving in here until... I'm going to move... Well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm just going to at least move her 1. All right. Now, I can spend an action to move another crew member 1 space. I'm going to spend her 3rd action to move Lambert 1 more. I fulfilled the objective, which is get the incinerator to the nest. Unfortunately, she reveals, thankfully, she revealed an empty. I need to shuffle these in case I need to use them again. All right. So and then her 4th action is to get Lambert out of the nest. All right. So that was, let me double check. It was 1, 2, 3. Oh, did I only use 3? She was here. So I moved her. I didn't have her do anything. So it was 1. I think Lambert was here, wasn't she? 2, 3, 4. That's what it was. So she did move her back. All right. So that is the end of Ripley's action turn. Now her encounter is quiet. 2 scraps in the hypersleep room, which is, I think that's this one. Yep. All right. 2 in the hypersleep. 1 concealed. There's already a concealed in there. The alien will move 1 place. It's moving near Parker. So that is done. And now we are to Parker. All right, on Parker's turn, I can add an action. I can use one of my items. I'm going to use the motion detector, which is what he has. Motion track. It's called detector on here, and it's called tracker on the card. Reveal the concealed token up to 2 spaces away. All right, so let's see what it is. It was empty, so no biggie. All right. If it's the alien, place it back in the room, and you gain an action. So I did not do that. Shuffle the real token. Okay, so that's good. Don't have to do that. So he's going to move in, which all crew members bring a motion tracker to the hypersleep chamber. So this objective is done. Now I've got 1 more to do before I can reveal the final mission. All crew members to the workshop. All right, so that is his turn. Now he reveals an encounter card. Order 937. I've not seen this card. Crew expendable. The active crew member loses all scrap tokens. That's Parker. Shuffle all Order 937 cards back into the encounter deck. If Ash is in the ship and no crew member is with him, move him 2 spaces. So this would really impact if you had Ash. And let me go ahead and explain what Ash does. Ash is a token that moves around, and anytime he moves into a room, he takes the scrap tokens. And he also does one other thing. Let me see if I can look that up for you so you just know. What I try to do in these game walkthroughs is try to cover as much of the rules as I can, even if I'm not playing with a rule. So with Ash, so let me tell you what Ash does. So whenever he moves, he uses the shortest route to move to the nearest room or hallway with scrap tokens. If he encounters a space with scrap, he stops and removes them all. They all go back to the pile. If he encounters a crew, he stops, and each crew member sharing space must discard a scrap or decrease morale by 1. And you lose 1 for each crew member unable to discard. You can keep Ash locked down by leaving a crew member in the same space. That way he can't move around. And then there's a certain final mission card where if you have him in play, something happens. But I'm not playing with him right now, so that's good. So now it is Lambert's turn. Lambert is going to... Well, I'm going to move her 3 to get her with Ripley. 1, 2, 3. And then she's going to use 1 action to look at the top of this card. Order 937, meet me in the infirmary. Active crew member moves to the med bay if Ash is in the ship. So I don't want her doing that because I need to get all of them here. So yeah, I'm going to put that at the bottom of the deck. Is that where it says? Put it on the bottom of the deck. All right, now the problem is I don't know what this is. I just moved her. Now I do this one. Order 937. Each crew loses a scrap. So Lambert loses a scrap. Ripley has none. Parker has none. And Ash is not in the car. And it doesn't say to shuffle this back in. So I must leave that out. That's what the other card said. So I guess I would shuffle that back in if I hit that one card. So Lambert revealed her encounter card. Oh, and it didn't tell me to move the alien. So the alien is still up here, blocking Parker. All right, so I need to get Parker to the workshop quickly. It is Ripley's turn. So on Ripley's turn, move another crew member one space. Well, you know, I might as well move Lambert in here, reveal this. It's empty. That's good. She already has a canister. Now Ripley will move in here as well. Now, for her remaining 2 spaces, she can move another crew member 2 spaces. Now, this could be good or bad, because if I draw an encounter card and I draw one of those 3 fears, I'm losing the game. But I'm going to take the chance. So she can move him 1 space. She's going to move another and move him 1 space. And then let's draw this, and hopefully it's not what I think it is. It's, oh, the alien moves 1, and I lose 2. All right, so he moves 1. I lose 2. 1, 2. One more, and I'm a toast. This is not looking good. Scrap goes in the workshop, which is down here. I believe I'm in the workshop. Yeah. All right. And you place one of these. So let me shuffle these up, and I'll put another one right there. All right. Ash has to flee 3. I need him down here, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Which reveals this, and hopefully it's not one of the scares, and it is. Boom. That is it for the game. So let's. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, he would be forced to do that. Now, if I had 1 left, this would have been revealed. Let me see what the final objective is. You have my sympathies. Now you'll notice there's 3 things here. That means canisters. Place all discarded coolant canisters into equipment storage. So you would take all the remaining canisters that were not picked up, and you would put them back in storage down here. Place Ash at Mother. Ash moves toward... So even though you don't have Ash playing during the game, you would now. So what I do is I would take the Ash character, which is a little stand-in here. You can't see his face, but he's got real menacing-looking eyes. And it says you place him at Mother. Ash will move towards crew members when he moves. My objective: defeat Ash by dealing 3 damage to him. Whenever Ash encounters a crew member, that crew member must discard a coolant canister to deal 1 damage to Ash and move him 3 spaces of their choice. Otherwise, you lose 3 morale and flee 3. When he's defeated, remove Ash from the ship. Victory. Use an incinerator on the alien after Ash has been defeated. So I still had a ways to go on this. The 3 here, I'm assuming that means I don't need canister. Oh, yeah. That's his health points. So good. I had 3, so I would at least be able to damage him 3. The alien is still out there. I do have the incinerator to use on the alien. So I would have to go get Ash and avoid the aliens, which I think is possible. You know, your characters can always move up to 4, so you could always try to take a route that doesn't involve these concealed tokens. But that was fun. I liked that. Even though I lost, it had that feel of like constantly trying to avoid the alien, get a job done, and get back and try to escape in the shuttle. So, unfortunately, in this version of Alien, the entire crew was lost, and that's okay. All right, I plan on playing this again, and I definitely will record it, and I'm not going to look at the other hidden, what do they call them, the hidden final missions. I'm not going to look at the other ones. I don't want to know what they are. I want them to be a surprise. So that was a surprise. So it actually brought Ash into the game. All right, so I hope you like this. This game is by Ravensbrrger. It just came out. I mean, probably within the last week. I saw it at the game store. It had arrived on the bookshelf. I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to like it, but it did say that you could play with 1 player. 1 person could control as many characters as you like. It might be fun next time to play 5, all 5. The other 2 characters that I'm not playing are Dallas and Brett. You don't play Ash, and you don't play Kane, because Kane obviously is dead since the alien is on the ship. So anyway, I really hope you like this, and if you want to see me play it again, please note in the comment. If you have any questions about the game, please post them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. This is Jim, last surviving member of the Nostromo? Not really. Signing off. Everybody, take care.